Hello there folks, you may just have seen the video that I put up earlier about the hotel in Shrewsbury. This is linked to what I'm going to go on to now. It's about a friend of mine whose mother died this weekend, and he told me some things when I met him yesterday that really surprised me. I didn't know these things happen when people died. I didn't know it at all. We'll entitle this video probably Assisted Death. We know this is a dignitas where you can go abroad and you can be put out of your misery when you're in a really bad way. And that doesn't happen over here, that's not allowed yet. Maybe in time it will, it's not at the moment. My mate was telling me about his mother and that she died this week and how she died and whatever else. And some of the things he told me shocked me, I just didn't know. Somebody asked him when did they stop feeding her, because he got a call, if you've not seen the hotel video, he got a call I think on Monday or Tuesday of last week to say the family better get down as quick as they can into the home because his mother really is on her last legs. She's going to go any time. I think they expected it that day. They should have known better because in June of last year, not this year, last year, they got a call to say she's at, I think what they class as end of life now. She's going to go any time. There's nothing down for her. She lasted 13 months. Well, to that end, they were told, as I say, Monday or Tuesday of last week, you better get down here. She's on her last legs. She could go any time. She lasted till Sunday. She just wasn't one for quitting and giving up. For all she lasted that many days, she was unconscious throughout it all, because I think what she did, I think they gave her medication to knock her out, because she really wasn't well. She was going to go any time. They never fed her. I was with someone last night, they said, when did they stop feeding her? They stopped feeding her the same day, because I think when you're really ill and you're going to go any time, they help you along to death. They can't do what they do abroad and actually give you the cocktail to end your suffering and end your life, but they can help you along, and to that end I think they don't feed you. Now I think I've heard that before, and I think she was getting no fluids neither. Well, she was getting no fluids because I found it out yesterday. So no food, no drink, and obviously as we know food, no drink, your body doesn't last forever. We get that. She's weak anyway. Her daughter was telling me she was probably only 4.5 stone when she actually died. She's not been well for a very long time, and I mean a very long time. But they were telling me about her, and they told me some things that I was shocked about. I just didn't know. They were giving her a lot of morphine for her pain and also to help keep her knocked out. Well, I know that, I've heard that before. But they were saying they were withdrawing all the fluid from her body. They said they had bags and bags of fluid there, because the more fluid you've got in your body, the longer your body can carry on. And they drain all the fluid out of you to help you pass quicker. And I said, I've never heard of such a thing. They said, they drain all the fluid out of you. So not only are they giving you no food and drink, they're taking whatever fluid you've got in your body out of you. The idea being the less that you've got, and when you get to virtually nothing, your body your organs fail and you die. And I thought, well, why on earth would they do that and be allowed to do that when they can't just give you a pill or a concoction to end your life there and then? Now, his mother never ever woke up. She never said anything to any of them since Monday or Tuesday when they were told that she was on her last legs and that was going to be it. So she probably never felt any suffering because she's probably on morphine and she's knocked out. But the family have sat there with her for 5 or 6 days, waiting for her to die. And knowing that she's been given nothing to help her, as in food and drink, and seeing their bags filling up with fluid. And I think, oh my God, that sounds archaic. It just doesn't sound right. I really didn't know they did that. So how is it permissible? There's a word for it, isn't it? I think that's the word anyway. How is that allowed to drain all the fluid out of somebody, to push them through the old trapdoor of death, yet you can't be given a concoction of pills or early on? They could have ended life on the Monday or Tuesday and not put a family through that for 6 or 7 days. I said my mate sat with her for 10, 11, 12 hours a day, every single day. 4 times she stopped breathing. And each time she's come back, because like I said, she's just an unbelievable fighter. She's fought for 13 months. So we should all have known she was never going to die within 13 minutes or 13 hours. She's not got it in her. She just wouldn't go away. I cannot believe that we can do that, because that's surely assisted death, but over a much slower period than... But why not give the person a cocktail? If you say, look, you're in a bad way, you want to go, or if they're in a coma or what, if they're sedated that badly they don't let themselves, speak to the family. Look, we can do this for 6 or 7 days, or God knows how long, until she actually goes. Give her nothing, no food, no drink, and extract all the fluids out of her, in the end she'll just die because her body, has got nothing left. Or we can give her this concoction now, and within the next hour she'll be gone. What would you prefer? But I'm sure they'd take the latter. Why are we not allowed to do that if we can do the other? I thought I'd air it, folks. It's not a nice subject, and no, I know it's not. But if it was my mum and dad, I would much rather them be able to take a concoction or some pills or an injection or whatever it may have been and end the suffering within minutes or within an hour or two, as opposed to leaving them for 6, 7, 8 days fighting death. It just seems crazy to me. Not one of my more interesting videos, I don't suppose. Definitely not one of my happier ones. But I heard it last night and I couldn't believe it. I thought, how mad are we in this country that we can do that, yet we can't just end somebody's life when they've got no life left, And anyway, that's only me. I don't know how anybody else feels. I don't know if anybody else knew that kind of stuff happened. I'll probably have viewers here that's own relatives that have died that way, and they knew about it and they knew these things happened. But I never knew we extracted, is it liquids or whatever else, out of people. I never knew we did that. I never knew that at all. It really surprised me. It surprised me, and I'm not often surprised. I'll tell you that now.